Hello, my name is Anna Bellissima. I am sometimes a copywriter and marketer, but I am always a very powerful magician, as of course are you. And I spend a lot of my time teaching people how to integrate more magic into their lives. In my last video, I shared a delicious little idea, a practical exercise to literally start turning dreams into reality. And today I'm going to expand upon that a little bit. So, how do you make your dreams a reality? Dream. Note your dreams, record your dreams, and respond to your dreams. But before we go into those 3 steps, let's ask why you would want to do this. Well, of course, during the hours of sleep, our conscious mind, which is usually, I can hear the ice cream van, which is usually the loudest voice in our head, seeds the stage so that the unconscious can step forward and deliver us precious gifts like parables and metaphors and symbols. And we want to receive these messages and symbols because we are in the business of making magic. Magic being the experience of actively participating in synchronicity. And synchronicity is the spontaneous occurrence of events which appear significantly related but have no discernible, no obvious connection. And these events can often are, dreams. So this practice is about participating in dreaming and making it be something that we create, we notice and respond to, and not just something that happens to us. And in doing this, we are reflecting back to the universe that we are asking for dreams and noticing them and recording them and responding to them. And the universe can see that you are now participating in the creation of your dreams. I say that the universe can see, but of course the universe already knows that what you're always doing is making your dreams reality. But by doing this, you are signaling that you understand this now, that you are an active participant in your relationship with your unconscious. You are an active participant with the creative force within you, and you are participating, you're in relationship with the realm beyond reality, where in the place where reality coagulates. So let's go back to our steps. We've got 3 steps. So step 1 is dream. So what happens if you don't dream, or you're aware of dreaming but your dreams disappear very quickly on waking? First of all, we need to loosen the grip on the definitive statement that I don't dream, and also do some research on ways to increase your dreaming and lucid dream. There's so many options out there. There are herbs that you can smoke or take as tea. This is mugwort. There are well-documented practices. There are guided meditations to help you fall asleep. Or you could create a little altar next to your bed, to your dream genius. And you may find that simply asking for what you need is enough for it to start to be provided. As always with these things, consistency is key. If you don't get results on the first night and you give up, you probably won't get them again. But stay with it and keep intending, and lying very still when you first open your eyes in the morning, and just gently, with a creeping feeling in your mind and heart, just inquire back into, where were you? Why does my knee feel like that? Where have I just been? With thanks to my friend Tina Rowley, I have this little altar drawn in the notebook in which I record my dreams, so as not to have a candle and incense burning right by my bed. There are various crystals that you can use, moonstone, of course, red jasper for dream recall, amethyst, of course, Blue Lotus essential oil. You will find so much advice on dreaming with a quick search, and recognize your interest as your intuition. Whichever piques your interest is where your intuition is guiding you. Step 2, and of course, in an appropriately dreamy way, these steps do merge together somewhat, but step 2 is to note your dreams. And I advise falling asleep anointed in essential oil, clasping a crystal, and with the mantra running through your head as you drift off to sleep. I remember my dreams, I write them down. I remember my dreams, I write them down. And in the morning, before you're fully conscious, write down your dreams as fully as you possibly can, even if the detail and the narrative is scattering away. I have the image of bunnies in a field scattering when they hear human footsteps approach. Write down any impressions you have, emotions, colours, any feelings at all that you can recall. And then once you're awake, once you're fully awake, either the same morning or a bit later in the day, the next step is to respond to your dreams. For me, this involves writing them down properly in my journal and giving a moment's thought to what they might mean. What would be my first guess at what the dream is telling me? I need to do this without making a judgment beforehand about whether they're important or meaningful to recall. And then I need to keep the dream in the peripheries of my consciousness for some time during the day, perhaps when I'm occupied with other tasks. And I'm going to be asking myself questions like, how should I respond to this dream? Is there a conversation I need to have? Is there a creative project that wants to be expressed that is being given to me in this dream? And a lovely way to respond to your dreams that seem maybe quite opaque and difficult to interpret is to see if you can just take one element from the dream and actually perform it in your daily life. So I had a dream about my very sweet little dog being surrounded by and petted by and adored by very sweet, innocent children in clean cotton summer frocks and so on a daisy-studded lawn. It was a idyllic scene, which I probably couldn't recreate, but I could take my dog for a walk in the park near the playground after school on a sunny day, and I'm sure there would be some children who would like to come and pat his head and say how sweet he is. And again, the reason for doing this is to demonstrate to the universe and to ourselves our actual ability to bring things through the veil from the dream to the 3D realm. And that, my friends, is extremely advanced magic. Remember, magic is a technology, it's not a faith. Isaac Newton was a practicing alchemist. What we are doing is having ideas, performing experiments, and recording the results. You don't need to subscribe to any particular set of beliefs, only to be able to suspend your disbelief enough to stay open to possibility. Magic always yields results, and it always comes in unexpected ways. If you have watched this whole video, I expect you are interested in finding out more about magic, synchronicity, intuition, and so I invite you to investigate the mystery principle. The mystery principle is transformative, not because I am such a wonderful teacher, but because it is life-changing work. It runs for 7 classes. There is a lot more information about it on the page that is linked in the description, and it will be a fairly strong dose of magic for the novice alchemist. To summarize for you, dream, invoke your dream genius, recall and record your dreams and respond. If you don't dream, start asking your dream genius to provide you with messages. And if you do, start actively participating in the magic by asking for specific messages, specific guidance, noting the responses and responding in kind to them. I am really looking forward to hearing what results you get. Thank you so much for watching.